If you like what you see, why don't you think about subscribing? And make sure to check out my channel for videos just like this. What's going on, people? It's your boy Mr. Bucket List, and here we are today. I'll be at a couple of different Six Flags parks, showing you all the truth and everything you need to know about the Flash Pass. Let's get it. Now first I want to start off with some tips, and this all applies before you buy. First, you definitely want to judge if it's worth even buying that day. Secondly, you want to understand that the prices can change daily and on a season basis. Just keep that in mind. Another thing is you want to understand that they can sell out fast. So for example, if it's a holiday, if it's going to be really busy and people know it, but if you wait too long to get it, you're just not getting it. And the last most important thing is once you buy, you cannot return. So for example, like I've done I've done in the past before, if you buy it and you realize, hey, nobody's at the park, it's a waste of money, I mean, you're SOL, there's nothing they can really do about it, you're kind of stuck with it. So if anything, when it comes to those tips, the main thing I would recommend is you want to judge the crowd of the people before you buy that Flash Pass. So, I mean, what you can do is, I mean, if you get there early, maybe take a lap around the park itself, see how many people are actually there. Or, I mean, honestly, what I would strongly recommend is if you do get there early, like at park opening, you want to wait to maybe buy the Flash Pass. I would say maybe an hour or two afterwards, just to see how many people are actually coming in, because not everybody's going to line up at the gate to walk in. So like I said, you can judge it. Apparently now you can actually buy it via your cell phone, so you don't have to walk up to the office and get the little strap itself. So I mean, you have a couple of options, but just wait. You don't want to buy it right offhand unless you know, like if it's Christmas or a big holiday where you know it's going to be packed. Now speaking of the actual wristband that they give you, let's talk about its functionality. So first, this is it right here. Literally, it's just a watch, just like a digital smart little watch that they give you. It does have a clock on there, so if you want to keep the time without having to keep your cell phone or whatever, you can use this. And it also gives you the time of the different rides, like the waiting times. So that's another big important thing. If you don't want to keep your phone at all, you can use this to pretty much have all your functionalities of the phone like the app would have. Now this is just a quick kind of walkthrough of how it works. So it does have a lock screen similar to a cell phone, and they'll tell you exactly what you have reserved and what you don't have reserved. If you want to replace the ride you already have reserved, it's going to ask you multiple times, are you sure you want to do this? And then you can go ahead and easily do that. Now the difference is with the Flash Pass, it's going to show you the wait time. So it really depends on the level of Flash Pass that you get. It's going to be the level of wait time that you have. Now I always get the Platinum Flash Pass because, I mean, if I'm going to buy it, it's going to be worth it, which means it cuts down the wait 90%. But you can get the standard or you can get the gold. It's really up to you. But either way, like I said, this waiting time is going to be different depending on what version of the Flash Pass you have and how busy the park is. So just keep that in mind. And also, if you lose this, it is a charge. I believe it's like a $90 charge if you lose it to replace it. So whatever you do, don't lose it. Now, one of my biggest issues I have with the Flash Pass is finding the actual entrance. So they're always in weird spaces like near like a handicap ramp or the exit. It's just really hard. So I mean, if it's your first time going to the park, I would honestly just recommend to ask a team member, if they look friendly of course, where you're supposed to go, because a lot of times it's just really hard to see. I mean, they'll have the little sign there, but you'll spend more time actually trying to find the entrance to the Flash Pass versus actually riding the ride sometimes. So I mean, it's just really weird, but definitely, like, just keep that in mind. They're really in hidden spots and it just doesn't make any sense, but that's just how it is. Now before we go any further, I know you all are very curious about the price. If you like this video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, give it a like, maybe a comment, help this channel grow. I love having new subscribers, I love making helpful videos. I have a huge playlist of Six Flags stuff, so if you really enjoyed this, check it out. Alright, so before we get into the actual price, let's talk about the levels. You have the bronze, gold, and the platinum. Pretty much, you can kind of read from the description. The one's going to be some of a cut down wait time. The other one's going to be a dramatically cut down wait time. I always get the platinum, but I mean, like, the only reason why I do that is because when I actually go to Six Flags parks, I have a season pass, so I don't have to pay for parking or an actual ticket every time I go. So I mean, I think it's worth it, especially if it's a new park for me. And usually it's on a holiday. I just happen to go and have time off, so that's the reason why. But like I said, you have those different levels. Now, as far as the price, as you all can see, this is just the standard pricing for this weekend I chose. It can range anywhere between $50 to $105. So yes, it can get pretty expensive, but at the same time, I mean, if you go to a Six Flags park and it's busy, you only ride three rides, it's not really worth it. So in my opinion, I mean, like I said, you either go big or go home, or you don't need it at all. Now, I know the last question that I know a lot of people have is, well, what rides can I ride? Mainly all the major attractions that people actually want to ride have a Flash Pass entrance and a Flash Pass. They're allowed to be used by the Flash Pass. Now, a lot of the kiddie rides, for example, they don't really have it, but kiddie rides usually don't get that packed, so I mean, that makes sense. Other than that, like I said, the last thing that's going to answer is it worth buying? Well, it honestly just really depends. Like I said, if you go to Six Flags parks maybe once a year or twice a year, you want to have the best experience possible, and it happens to be maybe during the summertime or during the holiday, then absolutely go ahead and buy it when you first get there, because most likely it's going to get sold out in a couple hours. Now, if you go to Six Flags parks or you have a season pass like myself, and you can go kind of whenever you want, and it's not necessarily a new park for you, or I don't know, if you're just not really that big into riding stuff, you just want to go to have a good time, then no, it's not really worth buying. So I mean, like I said, it just really depends. If you go midweek, then definitely follow my little instructions as far as kind of walking around the park for about an hour or two and then possibly buying it. If you go on a weekend, it's probably a higher chance you'll probably need it. And then remember, you can now buy it on your phone. So I hope this video is really helpful. They can scan the Flash Pass either from your phone or through your wristband. They have little cell phones that they use to tag it. The rides can get full, so I mean, if you want to ride a particular ride and it's later on in the day, it's going to say that the queue is closed, which means even if you have the Flash Pass, you can't get on. So there's a couple things to keep in mind with the Flash Pass. Like I said, if you lose it, it's a pretty high fee. Just kind of think about those things before you buy it. And the major thing is, once you buy it, you can't return it. Other than that, it's your boy Mr. Bucket List. I've been glad to have you here. Check out my channel for more videos just like this, and I'll see you soon. Peace out. Thanks for watching the video. If you like what you saw, please check out my channel for more videos just like this. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Until then, I'll see you next time. Peace.